Then we have the Wolfman box set. Again, this has got the Wolfman and Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. They were actually the only two major films that the Wolfman appeared in, apart from the crossover ones, House of Frankenstein and Dracula. There's two other movies on here which are not related to this at all. There's the She-Wolf of London and what's the other one? Werewolf of London, which are again two totally unrelated movies. In fact, She-Wolf of London, you don't really see a wolf in it at all, but I don't know, it's a nice thing to own. And of course, The Mummy, Boris Karloff. Now, again, this is a bit deceptive because there was only one Boris Karloff mummy movie, and that was the first one. The four other movies on here was a totally different character. It was, well, Boris Karloff played Imhotep, the mummy. All the other films, it was a totally different mummy called, what was his name? Caris, I believe. Played in the first film by Tom Tyler, and after that by Lon Chaney Jr., who also played the Wolfman. But yeah, okay, nice way of seeing all the mummy films. But as I say, the latter four are not actually sequels to this, so they're trying to say they are. But yeah, nice box set. Now this, I don't believe you can get this one now. This is the Wicker Man box set from Anchor Bay in America. Comes in a nice wooden case. It's the extended version of the film. Comes in a very nice, wooden presentation box. I've also got the UK version, which is just a normal release, because the UK version they had a special commentary track for. This one doesn't have a commentary track on, so I've got the film twice. As I say, it's got the extended version of the film plus the theatrical version. But I shan't be giving this one up in a hurry because I like the box, so very cool thing to have. What else we got here? Oh yes, now this one, 100 Years of Horror, presented by Christopher Lee. Now this was a US TV show. It was shown over here in the UK, I believe. ITV used to show it late on a Friday night, and the Sci-Fi channel over here showed it a couple of years back. Very nice collection going through the history of horror films. Interviews with various horror icons. I know Linnea Quigley's on here, Bela Lugosi's son's interviewed, and various other horror oldies. But, yeah, very nice thing. As I say, it's just all the TV episodes in one collection, but again, you can pick this up quite cheaply now if you hunt around for it. Very worthwhile. I think all horror fans should have a copy of this one in their collection. Very interesting. Also got Xtro. Now this is a guilty pleasure of mine. This is the Xtro Trilogy box set, which is a UK only edition from Film 2000. Now I was really looking forward to getting this. Unfortunately I was a bit disappointed with it, and the reason being is the first film, Xtro, there are 3 scenes missing from the film. I've actually posted these up in another one of my videos, so just look at the links at the side of the bar there on YouTube and have a look for Xtro missing scenes, because I've posted them up there. But yeah, I don't know why, but all current DVDs, the US and the UK one, and even the German one, are missing these 3 scenes out, and one of them produces a very, very noticeable jump cut, which I think is a bit distracting, and I think it's a great shame they couldn't be bothered to source out a complete print on this. I know that if you get the German DVD, I think it was by Marketing Films, they'd spliced the scenes back in using an old videotape, but obviously they were bad quality in German language only for those scenes. Not much point of getting that one. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, there are some nice extras on here, interviews and deleted scenes and stuff like that. It's just a pity that they used a truncated print. I mean, Xtro is quite a good film. Xtro 2 was a total rip-off of the Alien films, set in an underground bunker. Again, nice film, but not exactly Hollywood quality, if you know what I mean. The third film on here, Xtro 3, was a rip-off of Predator. Again, it's quite good to watch, but there's a problem with the disc on here. I think there was a problem with the transfer or something, because, I don't know, people just seem to lurch around, like there's a couple of frames missing every couple of seconds or something. The movements don't flow properly, so there's definitely a transfer error on this one, so it's a pity really, because it was you know, it looked like a very promising box set, but it's been let down by the fact that the first one's missing some scenes, and the third one there's a screw up on the transfer. But yeah, I don't think I'll part with this just yet, but I will be replacing it when they get those films sorted out. Right, yes, Sleepaway Camp. Now these were originally released under the title Nightmare Vacation in the UK and were heavily cut. These are the uncut versions. Well, I say that, the first one, Sleepaway Camp, there's some missing gore scenes on there because they used the same print as the US. So I don't know whether it was due to print damage or it was something to do with the US censors. But on the UK disc they have included the extra gore scenes as extras on here, so that's better than nothing. Again, I think in America there was a limited edition. It came with a bonus disc that showed you what they had tried to make a part 4 of this, but it never got finished. Some limited edition American versions had the disc was showing you the footage they filmed of it. But yeah, these aren't bad. They're just Friday the 13th rip-offs. The first one's supposed to be a straight horror film. Parts 2 and 3 are total, well, a piss takes basically. It's got Bruce Springsteen's sister Pamela in here, and believe me, her singing's, judging by the way she sings the Happy Camper songs, a lot more scary than that of her brother Bruce's. But anyway, so yeah, nice little box set to get. Nice extras on there, trailers and stuff. From Anchor Bay UK, I believe. Right, now we come to another film that everyone loves to hate, the Scream Trilogy. Okay, I've also got this on Japanese DVD, because the Jap DVD's uncut. This has obviously got the cut version of Scream, but again, I kind of like these films anyway. They were sort of camp and cheesy and what have you. And lastly, this is the last one I'm going to show you, and this is probably my favourite, the Blind Dead Collection. This is from Anchor Bay in the US. Now these films are available from Anchor Bay UK, but they haven't got as many extras on them, plus the UK versions are cut by the Board of Film Censors, so go for the US release. Come in a very nice coffin-shaped box. I think nearly all the films have 2 different versions on here. I know the first one, it's got the cut US version, which was English language, and the uncut Spanish version on here. First one's okay, but it really does take a long time to get going. Apart from that, once it gets going, it's alright. Very atmospheric and very creepy, but I don't know, it just drags on too much at the beginning. Second film, Return of the Evil Dead. Nothing to do with the Evil Dead movies, I hasten to add. Again, this has got 2 versions of the film on here. There's the cut English language export print plus the uncut Spanish language print, which was only ever available on a bootleg tape up until this. But again, this is arguably my favourite of all the films. There's a lot more action on here. It doesn't take so long to get going. You know, good fight scene and plenty of gore near the end. Third film, The Ghost Galleon, otherwise known as Horror of the Zombies. Worst of the bunch, I reckon. Very long-winded and boring. I would say it was a rip-off of John Carpenter's The Fog, except that this was actually filmed before it. But yeah, the blind dead are all at sea, and unfortunately so is the plot in this one. It takes way too long to get going. You know, again, it's watchable, but not brilliant. Fourth film on here, Night of the Seagulls. Now this is quite good. It's not as good as the second one, but it's a damn sight better than the third. But again, it's just more of the same basically. The blind dead are at the small blind dead at another village, and someone upsets them, and there's carnage and bloodshed at the end. But yeah, nice little set. It's also got various trailers on here and nice little extras disc. This one also contains nice little mini books by Midnight Media Publishing. I think this was also available separately if you go to the Midnight Media website. But it just gives you a run through of the various films. Very cool little thing extra to have there. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to post it up and you tell me what you think. I think that's it for now. Again, feel free to leave any comments, and I'll hopefully post some more up soon. So, later dudes.